back to the battlefield. Siege Ryan here. We are playing Standard. I know, sacrilege. Pauper is one of the main ones, but Standard is actually really fun. There's lots of place for brewing, and Lorne's coming out soon, so I want to try some Forgotten lists that have been good in the past. One of the Forgotten list is Mono White Auras, and I had a bit of a twist I wanted to add to it. So a couple of the new cards that have been kicking around, such as Abandoned Air Temple. This list has been good since Spider-Man because Wonder Weave Aerialist, or I forgot what the Spider-Man version of it is, but essentially you can modify this creature, which is putting an aura on it, equipping it, or putting a counter on it, and then it gets its modified effect. So it gives it flying. So it's 2 mana, 2/2 flying with Ward 2, which is pretty good. Now, these aura lists used to be kicking around a fair bit a month or two ago in Best of One in Standard, but I found they've kind of fallen by the wayside. It's sort of green kicking around. I don't know if this is as good against green. I found the best combo against green is going flying and then double striking them to death. So the tweaks that I made with this deck, it's actually I put in some Voices of Victory. So we have a split between, we have a Voltron creature and a little bit of a creature aggro on the side. So like Optimistic Scavenger, think about it more like a Champion of the Parish, where you're playing your onboard stuff like your auras and you're getting these +1/+1s, but then you can also build up from there and have your other creatures like Voice of Victory and just chuck stuff on. And also Voice of Victory allows you, I know I'm only running the 2, but actually allows you to, when you attack or you're on your turn, you don't have to worry about keeping up Shard Mage's Rescue, which is giving the hexproof. You can actually just chuck all your honors onto something and give it flying and just fly over the top with the double strike and whatnot. So it's a way to put all your eggs in one basket to try and finish the game early and have that risk. It just means probably sometimes if you're playing it, you're just playing your game plan maybe a turn or two more delayed. It really depends. So I wanted to give that one a go. This card I think is absolutely cracked and is overlooked. A most helpful Weaver. So the fact that it makes a token and then it modifies after, and then after that, it gives something double strike, all for 2 mana, is so cracked. So what I found with this list and the other aura lists that run it anyway, is that you really can just win the game on turn. So this turn 1, you get the spider, turn 3, you get the +1/+1 counter, and then turn 4, you get the double strike. So this can really win on turn 4 just by having this double strike effect and getting it with like a 7/7 aerialist or something like that, or a 7/7 Optimus after it's attacked already. So it's a really real threat. It has such great removal as well in Seam Rip and Sheltered by Ghost, so we have 8 removal spells, and they all add to the game plan of Optimistic Scavenger and Ethereal Armor, which is really the linchpin of the deck anyway. This card's cracked. I put 2 Abandoned Air Temples in because they're pretty free to do with the 18 planes, and I have found that sometimes you're attacking with all your just meaty creatures and you're just activating it. You know, you're activating it in combat when you've mobilized your Voice of Victory tokens, and it's just another way to get extra damage in. So it's a pretty good replacement for 2 planes, if you ask me, if you do have the rare wild cards kicking around. Anyway, I thought we'd just take this through some best of ones and see how we go. I think this is actually really well positioned right now, and I think you can take people to Mythic. So let's give it a crack. Yeah, that sounds great. So we've got our 3 creatures. We've got the best aura of the game, and we've got the evasion and the double strike. So we'll just play out the Optimistic Scavenger, the old upper television situation. Cool, off and on. This is green, so green's obviously the hotness right now. I'm actually going to jam this. It's a little bit better than Voice of Victory here. We just need to get the counters going and double strike this, fly it, and just finish the game. So our plans will be the best draw, and then we go Feather, Flight, Ethereal Armor. Green doesn't really run that many removal spells, really, so it's okay. Yep, Badger Mole makes sense. Also, just like a shelter would be good here just to get rid of that. Hey. Now we're cooking with gas. Let's chuck that one on. Let's shelter, put this, take the Badger Mole. Yep, target that. Oops, sorry, no, that's the counter first, sorry. And then we grab the Badger Mole. Thank you, Magical Line, for fixing that. And then next turn, we get the counter double strike, and then that's 6/12. So then, unless I remove the Optimistic Scavenger, we have lethal. So a most helpful Weaver is very helpful. It's currently 43 degrees in Australia right now, so we've got the aircon running, if you will. Yeah, Paul Patrick Creek. Yep, that doesn't matter. So we give it flying, and then that's bullshit, right? So double strike to this. Flying. Bing bong. come. There we go. All right, let's play another one, eh? Victory to us. Look, this hand is also keepable. It's got everything that we need as well, which is good. Keep. We just start with the... Okay, that makes things a little bit more different. We are going to play the Armadillo first. The Optimistic Scavenger is the best card right now, especially if we draw Shelter, because we just make a giant one. And it looks like there's a intersects the top card. For okay, cool. There it is. It's the old Warparoonie. Well, now we've got the Ward one, so we'll play that. No attacks. This is literally just going to be a still wall. That's with Ward. That's all this card is. And okay, so let's us. I think we should just draw a card first and see what we hit, because this doesn't trigger. Oh, we didn't hit a land. I think what we want to do is just cook this up a little bit more, and then we get our lightning strike range. I think we just do that. Attack for 4. We need to start this pain train, you know. And then next turn, I think we just play the scavenger and then keep up the rescue and probably just rescue end step. There is a couple things that deal 4. I just want to say, whenever this creature enters, target opponent may have you. If they don't put 2 possible, I think we don't care about the counters on it. So decline. They can put the counters. It's just a 2-mana 4/3. It's not the worst thing ever. And we're just going to shelter by Ghost, and then this thing just gets ridiculously big. It's already got flying. I would like to draw a land though. Okay, we are going to shelter by Ghost. We'll target this. And now the ward, it's just really hard to get rid of this now. And what is this? This is just a 4/3. Okay, yeah, we just target this because this allows them to get stuff, so we'll do that. And then we'll attack with this one. In for 5. Build your own Bane Slayer Angel, eh? And it's very hard to get rid of it now. So, again, I wouldn't mind a plane so we can play like a Helpful Weaver and then keep up a Shard Mage's Rescue. No box. I like this little Kavu tribal. Yeah, so it's Ward 4. So they can do it, but yeah, they just don't have enough. They need 1 more mana to really actually use the last Agnikai. Okay, well that's good. We finally draw that land. So let's... Does that target as well? Target creature control, fight, sack creature. Yeah, so we just keep up the Shard Mage Rescue. Sorry, Optimistic Challenger. If we do this, then we can get some double strike action. And it's just a nice blocker anyway. Just attack the Aerialist. This card's cracked, holy crap. Build your own Boggle, eh? Who would have thought? We've got this bloody Shard Mage's Rescue ready to go. End turn. And now even, yeah, it's going to be hard because they're going to have to spend all this mana to essentially fight this. That can happen. What's this? Oh, just another Intimidator. Yeah, so it's possible to move this now. Okay, they can definitely do that. Let me just block this. I mean, we didn't need to block any of it, really. Trample and Haste is good. But yeah, 10 damage doesn't really do a lot. We will just block this. Just to be like red doesn't run any sack effects, but I want to keep 1 creature around just in case for that. Okie dokie. Well, now what we'll do is just, I think we just cast this on here. And it'll just give this double strike and then just that off. Yeah. It didn't really matter what we did there. The 1 mana that we're going to do another 20 damage. Let's jump into another one. Okay, so here's the other one. No creatures, we have to mull this. Oh, this is a bit gross. They're going first. We can kind of start. I think we mulligan. We need the 2 planes. It's the same thing with the heroic decks, you know. You need the 2 planes to really crack on. 2 planes. I think we just keep the Wonder Weaver. So we'll keep this 5. Keep 2 planes, Wonder Weaver, and we'll probably keep the most helpful in a Shard Mage and just get rid of these 2. Kind of sucks because like just leading on with these. Oh, I guess if we had this in our hand, we go planes this. No. We'll just exit all in one basket. That's what we'll do. And pray it's enough. Pray it's enough. I mean, it's probably going to be a quick loss here because it looks like they're probably playing some level of sacks, and that's not good for us. Especially on a model 5, you know. Okay, it's one of those. Let's just play the helpful Weaver, keep up the Shard Mage Rescue. No attacks. And turn. Maze will have them kind of play a cast down and make them wasted, you know what I mean? And now we got this spider, so sack effects aren't that good. Alright, they're just doing that. That's fine with me. We are going to keep the Shard Mage Rescue back because of cast down. I know it sounds absolutely insane, but I think we just got to do it. What do they have here? It's tapped. Oh, that's fantastic. So now we can do everything and keep up the Shard Mage Rescue. And we just get rid of that, I guess, this creature, so you can get in. Play the Ethereal Armor. Chuck you on. And then we can relatively... Well, we just give us double strike next turn and we win the game as well. Was it? Yeah. Yeah, so next turn we definitely have lethal with double strike, even without double strike, to be honest. Just do 1, 2, 9, and then... So there we come to realise Ward's thing here. And then we'll cast Shard Mage, and then we win the game here. And yep, there we go. Alright, so very quick, you can see, and we just jump into another one. Alright, we're playing against Crimson Dragon, Festive Fighter, eh? The old Festive Fighter. Christmas is early. This hand's good. Got the 2 lands, and then we can just go Scavenger into Weaver. And that's good for them. Again, if we can get the Scavenger, you have to kind of just play it like this. So they can sacrifice this to get rid of the Scavenger. Maybe that's worth it. They attack, they mobilize, but the fact that we can make a bunch of spiders and just continue on our merry way and protect them, I think is fine. So they're doing this, which is good. Maybe they have just a 5 ending less than Burst Lightning. Yeah, definitely. That makes sense. And they're in for 2 here. So let's play the spider. And we're going to try and get a Sheltered by Ghost on it with the Shard Mage. And hopefully just get it out of a range where we can just go a bit crazy with it. They're not good for blocking here. I mean, they can even use one of these to just handle it, to be honest. They might do that. They're running blue into the Floodmaw. That's an absolute house here. Holy crap. Just another, yeah, threat. Okay, there we go. Well, so the issue that I have here is that if they have 1 more land, they can actually handle the spider. So, I mean, we just end the turn. Our turn, we can put the counter, put double strike on. So if we survive this turn, I'm not as mad. Hopefully we just draw another aura. Ethereal Armor would be the best case here. Okay, that's a good card. Yeah, that's also good. I think we just do this, and then they have to at least sack one of these. And then, yeah, we had 3 creatures. If I was them, I'd just sacrifice the headliner here. Interesting. Interesting. I probably would have sacked to destroy that, to be honest. Well, let's just block one of these headliners then. Still got no more cards left. We're an 8 to the end of the world, and we're gonna just crank in with stuff. See, this is good. This is why I want to run Honor, because it just does what we want it to do. So we put a counter on here. That's okay. We'll play Plains, Sheltered by Ghosts, and we'll just crank in for an actual crap ton. Then we get double strike as well. We just remove this. Or attack, in for 12. Boom. And it's pretty hard to come back from now. Oh, they got Momo, let's go. Yep. We're getting double strike again. Yeah, and then just broken city just to get their spells. There we go, so just 4 in a row. Let's keep the string going, eh? Alright, we are in against, I'm not going to pronounce that, I'm not going to try some Gideon person. Alright, this hand is good, so we have exactly what we want. Scavenger into Helpful Weaver. Then playing a Leyline is not as scary. We're just going to go balls to the wall a little bit, play the Scavenger. They can cast it down if they want, we'll just play the Spider out after. Sometimes it's worth it to, like we could keep this back. Yeah, there's a bit of time thing, losing 3. Not everyone wants to, ooh. Alright, let's play this, and then we can always kind of keep up the Shard Mage's rescue. I like that idea. I like that a lot. And this card can get absolutely huge, and with Shelter by Ghost, we can protect it a bit easier. Alright, they're doing that, so each opponent discards to discard a non-land. So we just discard the Honor here. This resolves, we'll discard the Honor. I do want everything else in my hand here. Our turn. Alright, let's play this. I mean, I'm even keen to just play the Seamrip, to be honest. Oh, look, let's play this first. It's always good to get another creature out. Yeah, put a counter on that, get a 2/2. We'll attack, we'll attack. 3 cards left in their hand. I mean, we're likely going to be getting... I think we need the Shelter by Ghost and keeping the Shard Mage around. They're probably going to try and get rid of this now. Yeah, so, okay, let's just Shard Mage. See if that resolves. This counter. I'm just going to put it on here. Just diversify our threats. Okay, well, let's put the counter on this. And then now, we should be able to just finish them off. Let's put this on here. Let's put you on. Oh, we're going to seam rip this, so let's just target this. And let's just diversify. We're simply just doing this to diversify. Yeah, we'll put it on here. And we'll just drop them down to 10, and then we can have double strike next turn. So they have to remove both creatures. This has wards, so it's very unlikely. They can have Day of Black Sun, I guess that will do it. Yeah, alright, we'll move that card. Yeah, we'll get double strike, and there we go. Alright, so just 5 in a row, which is pretty good. You can see what I mean with this deck. It's just very fast and good. So just a quick wrap up here. So yeah, this deck, like I said, is a little bit different to the standard mono white auras list. What I did find was good. I mean, I think this list pushes the numbers a bit away from the auras. I know we still Voltroned a fair bit onto Optimistic Scavenger or the Aerialist or whatnot, but I think having access to this Most Helpful Weaver, we just get the token, it helps with the sack effects, and then still using voice. We didn't really get to see voice too much there anyway, but I think there's still a pretty good way of just diversifying the threats, making it semi like a mono white aggro list, but also still having all these busted auras and ways to protect yourself with them. Honor, I think, is a overlooked card. I think it's just quite good. I mean, you think about, if you're watching any of my Pauper videos, that Defiant Strike is really good in Heroic. Well, this allows you to modify, and it still draws a card. So it's a way to kind of just cycle through, still try and find your lands, and still progress your board state, which I kind of like. And it helps just like incrementally get that power so you can get in with the double strike. I am curious to see if a Journey would work in this list, but I feel like it might be too expensive. Maybe one of the other 2 drop double strikers could work. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.